Hey guys, this is UFC 205 Bro Picks. Eddie Alvarez versus Conor McGregor for the 155 title. This is Ricky.
So guys, this is Justin. We're back. We had a good card last Saturday. Um, First off, I got to talk about all the haters out there that was talking shit on me about putting 200 on Tony Ferguson. But I didn't disappoint. I won, and just to let you guys know, it is what it is. You can hate all you want, but I'm gonna keep on winning my picks. So, you want to start off?
Yeah, let's start it off. First fight of the night. It's going to be a girl fight at 135. We got Liz Carmouche versus Katlyn Chookagian. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Katlyn Chookagian is undefeated, but I don't know. It's just going to be her first time fighting some real competition in this women's division. So I think Liz Carmouche is going to use her wrestling advantage and take it to the ground. I think it's just going to be a boring fight, but I think she's going to grind out the decision. She's an elite wrestler, Olympic level. I don't think that Katlyn is going to stop her. I'm going to go with the underdog. What about you?
Yeah, Carmouche is a very good grappler. I like her, but she doesn't have the best stand-up. I really do think that her stand-up is kind of weak. And Katlyn is a very good fighter, dude. She's up and coming. She trained with Eddie Alvarez, Mark Henry, Essen Barbosa, and it's going to be in her not in her hometown, but the crowd's going to be on her side. And dude, she's very dynamic on the feet. She has good kicks, good stand-up. She's brutal. She clearly beat Warren Murphy, and Liz Carmouche got raw. Liz Carmouche beat Warren Murphy, but it was a robbery. I'm pretty sure Murphy won that fight. So that's a little MMA math. I don't buy MMA math, but I just think Katlyn's on the rise and Liz Carmouche is on the decline. And I think Carmouche is one-dimensional. I don't see her taking her down. I see her getting lit up on the feet, and Chookagian getting a clear-cut decision. So I like this girl. I think good things are going to happen with her, and I think she's going to keep on going up. So I'm going to go with the favorite and with Chookagian. All right, so the next fight. We got,
see, the thing, like, you could be a good striker, but once you get taken down to the ground, it's all over. And I don't know. I don't think she – like, who does she train with? Because you only name guys, and I don't think she strikes or, like, grappled with those guys. But I'm sure
I'm sure she grapples with Frankie Edgar, all those guys, Eddie Alvarez. So
yeah, right, dude. No way.
You don't think so?
No. I don't know. I just don't think she's wrestled. I think she's good, but she hasn't fought anyone of the same like caliber as Liz Carmouche. Liz Carmouche has a win over Jessica Andrade.
That was a long time ago, though, dude. She's really been inconsistent. She hasn't looked that good lately.
She just trained, and she just competed in the EBI, and like she got some nasty heel hooks. I think she's been training at 10 Planet. She's taken her. Not only is she elite wrestler, but she's also been stepping up her jiu-jitsu game. 10 Planet's got those good leg locks. So I don't know, man. I think people are sleeping on Liz.
She has a good ground game, but if she takes her down, then obviously it's gonna be in her world. I don't see her getting the takedown. So that's just my opinion. It's gonna be a good fight, but it's a striker versus grappler matchup. So it's a girl fight too. So it's kind of a pick 'em fight. But I'm gonna go with the striker. I think that Katlyn, just like I already mentioned, good knees, good kickboxing, good hands. And I see her stuffing the takedown, getting a good decision in this fight. So the card is kind of mixed up now because Rashard Evans got pulled out for visa issues. So the next fight is actually the Fight Pass main event. We got Jim Miller versus Tiago Alves. Now this is the true pick'em fight, in my opinion. We got Alves who's 26-10. We got Jim Miller's 27-8. We got Tiago Alves making his 155-pound debut. Now, both these guys have a lot of heart, man. Both these guys have really good chins, and they're both from decline, in my opinion. Jim Miller, I don't know how he beat Joe Lozon. I think that was a clear decision for Lozon. Lozon got robbed in that fight. But Tiago Alves, man, that fight against Carlos Condit showed a lot of heart. I think he quit in that fight. The doctor stopped that fight. So I'm curious to see how he looks at 155, but I really do think he's going to get a knockout in this fight. I'm not going to be betting on it because, like I said, it's a pick'em fight. But I just think Tiago Alves has more tools on the feet. He's a good wrestler, too. People are sleeping on him. So I don't think Jim Miller takes him down. I don't think Jim Miller's going to get some good positions on him. So I'm going to go Tiago Alves with the upset. Actually, I think he's the favorite, but I'm gonna go with Tiago Alves in this fight. I'm not gonna be betting in this fight though, but I'll be going with Alves. What about you?
I think I'm gonna have to disagree with you. So last fight, Alves' fight has been. I mean, for some reason, I thought it was a long time ago, but it was in 2015, and he got knocked out by Carl, or I guess his doctor stopped him. But
He still won
I
the
don't know.
fight. Yeah, he got his ass kicked though in that fight, but he showed a lot of heart.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't think. I think he's not. I think he's out. Like he took too long of a layoff. He's not going to come back. He used to be a big 170. So we'll see how the weight cut is. I think it's going to be his first fight at 155. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's his first fight. That's why I'm not betting on it, but I still think he's gonna win.
I think that's kind of sketchy. I don't know. Jim Miller's been fighting really well lately. I think he's got the momentum on his side. You know, he just came off. He's just coming off of he's just coming off of a win off Joe Lozon, and I mean he knocked out Takanori Gomi in the first round. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
in the night. I think he's got momentum on his side. You know, and I think he's gonna. You know, Tiago Alves. He might like give him a fight for the first round, but I think that weight cut is gonna factor in, and he's gonna in the second and third round. I mean, he's never really been known for his cardio anyway. He's always.
I don't know, man. Gomi's a scrub, dude. I mean, Gomi used to be good, but he's a scrub. And before that, he lost to Diego Sanchez. That was a lousy fight. I mean, that was a bad performance by Jim Miller. So I think both these guys are on the decline, to be honest. But I do think Thiago Alves has more tools and can beat him. I think obviously on the feet, Alves has the better stand up. So, but like I said, it's another pick'em fight. It's close.
I think endurance and chin is really going to come into play in this fight. If Alves doesn't put him away early, I think Miller will for sure get the decision. So yeah, I'm going to go with Miller for this one.
Okay.
All right, next fight. We got Vincent, the Silent Assassin Luque versus Bilal. Remember the name Muhammed. 1-7 division, and you know what? I think this fight is really, really good. We got Luque, he's finished 90% of his fights, and Bilal Muhammed, who's just really, really technical, and he's a really technical striker. He knows what to do to get the win, to get a decision. Not sure how many finishes he's got, but I mean, he's very impressive. His fight against Joban showed a lot of heart. He really gave it to him, and I didn't think he was going to be that close to him. But yeah, Vicente Luque though, he's also known to just like get a finish, you know. So I don't know. To me, that's dangerous. But I think Bilal, he's going to fight the smart fight and keep it standing up. I think he's going to keep it on the ground and outstrike him, get the decision. What do you think?
Yeah, a lot of people are sleeping on Muhammad in this fight. I do like Luque. I think he's a good prospect, but he's beaten a lot of bums. I mean, he beat Hyder Hassan, he beat Alvaro Herrera, and he beat what's his face since the last fight from Tough. I forget what his name is, but he was on Tough, and he has a brother on Tough. But I forget his name was anyway, some Mexican guy. But yeah, dude, all scrubs. And against Alvaro Herrera, I actually watched that fight live. He wasn't looking that good until he got the sub. So, and Michael Graves beat him, and he just took him down at will and won a decision. So, I do think Muhammad could take him down. Muhammad could easily, mix in his takedowns and take him down. Muhammad has good stand-up, relentless pressure. It's aggressive, cardio for days. He definitely has better cardio in this fight. Luque gasses too. So, Luque's a good fighter though, man. He has good chokes. Good on the feet. He's well-rounded, but I just think Muhammad's a little more well-rounded than him. And I see him mixing in takedowns and getting a decision. I don't think he's going to finish Luque because they both have heart. They both have good chins. But, I think Muhammad has a little more tools on the feet, and he's going to mix in some takedowns and get a decision. So I like Muhammad as a fighter. I like both of them as fighters, but, I think Muhammad has a better ceiling. So I'm going to go with Muhammad by decision. He is the favorite, though. I thought he was the dog. He's the favorite, so I don't think I'm going to bet on this fight either. All right, the next fight we got Rafael Natal versus Tim Boetsch. This is another pick and fight, man. All four of these fights are pick and fights, in my opinion. Besides the Muhammad fight's a little closer, in my opinion, for Muhammad. But I'm not bent on this fight, but I think I'm gonna go with Boetsch. I mean, I'm not a big Natal fan. I mean, both these guys both have 4 losses by KO. I mean, they both don't have the best chin. You know, Natal's looked a little better recently than Tim Boetsch. I mean, he'd even get finished by Whitaker. He hurt Whitaker in that fight. Whitaker won, but it was kind of a boring fight. And Tim Boetsch is just a comeback king. You know, I mean, he's been inconsistent, but he always wins when you don't think he's going to. You know, he beat Alvarez, he beat Okami when you didn't think he was going to. He just beat, Salmon. R.I.P. to Salmon, by the way. But yeah, man, I just think Boetsch has more power than Natal, and I see Boetsch cash in Natal early. I'm not confident in the bet on this fight though, because the line's pretty close. But I'm gonna go with Boetsch. I just like I already mentioned, I think he has a little more power than Natal, and I think he's gonna catch him early. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm probably gonna have to go with Tim Boetsch, but I'm not gonna bet because, yeah, it's too close for comfort. Anyone can get knocked out. Tim Boetsch has been known to get knocked out as well. But yeah, I think he's gonna step up and get a knockout. Not too really research on this fight, so I'll take my word for it. All right, on to the next one. This is another fight I'm pretty excited about. We got a classic. I think we're gonna get a striker versus grappler on this one. We got Khabib Nurmagomedov, the Eagle, versus Michael Johnson at the 155. And I'm pretty excited about this fight. We got Michael Johnson. He's just coming off of an impressive win against Dustin Poirier. I did not see him coming. He knocked him out like first round or so, and then Khabib. Yeah, Khabib Nurmagomedov is also coming off of a win playoff because he's very known to he's very accident prone or injury prone. Something I'm kind of concerned about is his health in this fight. So Michael Johnson has been known to do well when he's the underdog. But I don't know who's going to win this fight. I think this is very close. I'm probably not going to bet on this fight. But if I had to choose, I'm probably going to have to choose Khabib Nurmagomedov. I just think his wrestling and grappling is just too elite. I don't think he's going to get caught. I think he's going to take Michael Johnson down at will. He's going to smother him. And, he's probably going to TKO him. So I think Michael Johnson's striking is very good, but it's not good enough. Khabib, he has a win over RDA, and he beat RDA when RDA was like up, not just, I don't know. RDA is kind of inconsistent, but I feel like he really impressed me with that win over him, and I think it's going to be similar to what's going to happen at 205. He's just going to out-wrestle Johnson, overwhelm him, outwork him. Much for Michael Johnson to handle. I don't think he's going to be able to keep it up on the feet. So I'm going to go with Nurmagomedov with the decision. What about you?
Yeah, you know what? Khabib is a very good grappler, but he definitely needs to work on his hands. He doesn't have the best stand-up. And honestly, I don't think he has good stand-up at all, in my opinion. And Michael Johnson, you get, a very good striker, one of the fastest strikers in the division, great takedown defense. This fight, in my opinion, is if Khabib can get a takedown. Because if Khabib cannot get a takedown, he's going to get lit up in this fight. So it's a true striker versus grappler matchup. And at plus 230, I'm taking the chance on Johnson. So, the line is mind-boggling. It should not be that. It should be way closer than that. Like, come on, plus 230, really? Johnson's beaten Edson Barbosa, Poirier, and I know Khabib's beaten everybody, but Khabib's only beaten one good guy, in my opinion, Dos Anjos. Everyone else is kind of, Abel Trujillo. I don't know, man. I think Michael Johnson beating some good guys. The only thing is you don't know what Michael Johnson going to get, He got taken down against Reza Mazadi a couple fights ago. He didn't look that good in that fight. But, he also beat Tony Ferguson a long time ago. So, he's beating good guys. I think his mind is in the right place. Trains with Black Stallions. I mean, I watched some tape on him the other day on Instagram. He's been sparring super hard, dude. I mean, he looks good, dude. And I mean, I really thought Poirier was gonna beat him. I don't know why I picked Poirier, but he looked very good in that fight. And I honestly see him, dude, picking apart Khabib. And if Khabib does not get that takedown, I already mentioned, dude, it's all Michael Johnson. So I'm gonna take the chance. He's probably the only dog I'm gonna bet on this card. So give me Michael Johnson plus 230 all day. I really think he's gonna cause problems for Khabib, and he's just too fast, dude. I mean, he might be the fastest besides Edson Barbosa. Even though he was faster than Barbosa in that fight, he might be the fastest, lightweight in the division. So give me Michael Johnson.
Unless he's going to be running away, I don't think his speed is going to matter because, dude, Khabib trains at AK with some of the best grapplers in the world. DC, Cain Velasquez. I'm sure he
does. Yeah, if Khabib takes him down, dude, I mean, it's going to be a hard night for Michael Johnson. I just think Michael Johnson has good takedown defense, But I don't think Khabib could lay on him for 3 rounds. I don't know, man.
He's done it to everyone else.
He has, you're right, man. But I mean, I'm just saying, man. I mean, I honestly see Michael Johnson hurting him early. So
but yeah, I mean, I would I'm not going to bet on this fight, and if I were to bet, it'd be on the dog. But because it's like you said, I would agree that the lines should be a lot closer. Numagomedov is going to win. So, all right, let's go with the next one.
All right, the next fight we got Frankie Edgar versus Jeremy Stephens. We got Frankie Edgar who's 19-5-1. We got Jeremy Stephens who's 25-12. This is one of my most confident picks tonight. I honestly don't know why people are picking Jeremy Stephens in this fight. I mean, I think Frankie Edgar beats him everywhere. I think it's a similar fight to the Cub Swanson fight. I see Edgar finishing him though, early. I mean, I think he finished Cub Swanson in the last round. He's going to finish Jeremy Stephens in the first, second round. I mean, I don't know if Stephens is better than him in this fight at all. Where? I mean, Frankie Edgar is a beast on the feet, very good wrestler. I mean, very good on the ground. I mean, Jeremy Stephens is a big 145-pounder, but Edgar's is so hard, so tough, hard for days, very good chin. I don't see Stephens catching him in early. And you know how good Edgar's cardio is. So, I mean, I really do see Edgar picking him apart and getting the finish in this fight. What about you?
Yeah. I would have to agree with you, even though I am a bit concerned about Frankie Edgar's motivation because he's just coming off of a loss to Jose Aldo. He just made a title run. He doesn't really know where this fight Stephens is going to put him. But yeah, it seems like there's a lot of hype on Jeremy Stephens after he beat Renan Barao in that decision, which is pretty impressive. But I don't know. I'm not that bought into him yet. To me, I think Renan Barao was kind of on his way down. So that win didn't impress me that much. I mean, his knockout against Dennis Bermudez did impress me. But before that, I didn't really know who he was. Unfortunately, he wasn't really under my radar, and it seems like he just blew up. But I don't know. Frankie Edgar can take a punch. I think he can. I think he'll be able to take a punch from Stephens. He might get hurt, but I think he'll be able to bounce back and. Frankie has some heart, man. He might not be motivated, but I still think once he gets in that cage, his heart's going to get him that win. And, he's just going to outgrind him. He's got really good fight IQ. He's very well-rounded. I think he's more well-rounded than Jeremy Stephens.
He's going to take him down. He's going to take down Stephens for sure in this fight.
Right? Yeah, I think Stephens might have a power advantage, but other than that, I think Frankie Edgar's more technical. He's probably got better wrestling, and I know for sure he's got better jiu-jitsu.
Lands way more volume too.
And he's fighting in New York, so come on. I don't think he's gonna. He's gonna get pumped up. He wants to fight Madison Square Garden. Pretty sure that's his hometown. He's gonna do work, and I think he's gonna get the win. Yeah. So yeah.
One more thing I want to mention. I forgot. I was gonna say it, but I forgot. Back in the last fight. In the Michael Johnson-Nate Diaz fight, I know Nate Diaz won that fight and it was a very good fight, but Michael Johnson won that first round. A lot of people forgot about that. So it was a close fight, people think. Obviously, Nate Diaz won 29-28, but Nate Diaz lost that first round with Michael Johnson. So just throwing that out there. Okay. The next fight. It's your call, right?
Yeah, next call.
All right, go ahead.
Rocky Raquel Pennington versus Misha Cupcake Tate. And Tate, I believe, is just coming off of a loss from Jessica Andrade. It was a freaking. She got destroyed, man. I don't know why she's fighting so soon. She probably wants to make a name out of herself. She's fighting Rocky Pennington. What was it, dude? I'm trying to find a date. Okay, it was. It was only like a couple months ago, man. I was gonna pick Misha Tate, but I didn't know it was only a couple months ago that she got hurt. To me, that's a huge factor. I don't think people should be. I think if you get like hurt like that, you should probably take a little longer than that off. Don't you think?
Yeah, but is Rocky really like the girl that's going to be Misha Tate? I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think Misha Tate. I think this is going to be her comeback fight. They gave her Rocky just to make her name, just to get that win. So. But at the end of the day, I'm not really that care. I don't really care much about this fight, but I'm gonna pick with Misha Tate.
Yeah, Rocky. I mean, she's obviously grown a lot from Ultimate Fighter, but I mean, her last fight against Boetsch Correa won that fight, dude. And she got robbed. I do not see how Pennington won that fight. So that's my opinion. We'll see if anyone else agrees with that, but. Misha Tate, dude, is one of the best fighters in the division for a reason. So I know she got caught against Nunes, didn't look good. I think she passed out before that due to her weight cut, like a couple hours before. But yeah, Misha Tate's fought better competition. She's more well-rounded, and I see her smothering Pennington, getting the sub. So I see her taking her down her will and kind of big sistering her. So Misha Tate's gonna get this victory. All right, the next fight. This is one of my most common picks of the card. One of the, I'm definitely betting on this fight, and I'm down to debate about this fight for 3 hours because I'm really pumped about this fight. We got Kelvin Gastelum, 13-2 versus Cowboy Cerrone, 31-7. Sorry viewers, because it's almost 1 o'clock, so we're kind of tired. So sorry if I'm closing my eyes the whole time like this. But anyways. You cannot bet against Cowboy Cerrone right now. I don't care what you say. I mean, it's not a title fight. The title thing's a little mental thing he has, but I think he's better than Kelvin everywhere in this fight. Kelvin's a good fighter. I'm not saying he's not, but I do see Cowboy getting his hand raised. I mean, Cowboy's 3-0 in this division against all killers, in my opinion. I mean, Tate, Cowboy Oliveira, and Rick Story. Rick Story is kind of a similar fighter to Kelvin, in my opinion. They're both short. They're both short, stocky, pretty muscular, aggressive, and they both have a lot of heart, and they both have good stand-up, and they're both, good wrestlers. But I think Cowboy's a better wrestler in this fight than Kelvin. I mean, he took down Cote, and it's really hard to take down Cote. Kelvin's a high school wrestler, but he hasn't really shown his wrestling recently. So I really see Cowboy getting his hand raised in this fight. I think Cowboy has some of the best knees. His stand-up is crisp. His combo combination against Rick Story was unbelievable. So, and his sub game is, one of the best ground games in the UFC. So, I see Cowboy picking him apart and landing that good jab he has and taking him down to get him the sub. Dude, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't see how Kevin Gastelum is gonna even freaking have a chance in this fight at all. People are saying that they're gonna bet on him, but he's fat. He needs to get on the fucking diet already and drop down to 155 because he is chubby.
He cannot go to 155. He needs to go to 185.
He needs to go on a diet, bro. That's what he needs to do, and he has a trouble making weight. If he doesn't do anything quick, Cowboy's gonna light him up in the second and third round for sure.
Yeah, I think Kelvin's a good fighter though, man, but he freezes up when he gets hit. I mean, he looked good against Johnny Hendricks, but you don't know what Kelvin is gonna get.
To be honest, I think Cerrone now is better than when the Hendricks that Kelvin beat. Cowboy's just been way too impressive. At 170, he's just been running through people like no joke.
He has a speed advantage than most people.
Yeah, he's got a speed advantage, and I would say his power is right there, just on the same level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Cowboy has a very good
Maybe
chin too, one of the best chins in the division. The only thing is his body, But at
only
170, he's big and he can take a lot of those shots.
yeah. The only we'll see. I just don't think Kelvin is going to be the guy to stop him. The only advantage I'll give Kelvin is his wrestling advantage. But if he does get it to the ground, Cerrone's got some good submissions off his back, and I think he knows enough to get back up if he needs to.
I think Cowboy has better wrestling, to be honest, but I mean it's close.
He doesn't. He doesn't have better wrestling. He has better. I think his grappling might be same, but getting it to the mat and on being on top, I think Gastelum has the advantage. Really, I would say. But
Kelvin has terrible defensive wrestling though. Neil Magny took him down at will the first 3 rounds.
Neil Magny's also an elite grappler.
I wouldn't say he's a weak grappler, but he's a good grappler.
I feel like one of the only guys that really gave him a tough time was Maya, but that's another story. Anyway, I think I was talking about grappling. Lorenz Larkin fucked him up standing up.
Yeah, Larkin dominated him from the start.
But yeah, I was talking about grappling. I think Cerrone though, he's got really good submissions off his back, so should think twice before taking him down. If it stays standing up, it's going to be an easy win for Cerrone. I think it's going to be a stand-up fight. Cerrone's going to defend the takedown, keep it standing, and outstrike him. Maybe get a finish, TKO.
Yeah, I can see that, but I really do see Cowboy mixing it up. Cowboy has good fight IQ in this division, so I definitely see him taking him down, and if he takes him down, he's going to get a sub. So I got Cowboy in this fight. He's better everywhere than Kelvin, in my opinion. The wrestling's close. We both disagree with that, but, I mean, I'm not picking against Cowboy right now. If he fights Larkin, that's going to be a very close decision for me, so because I'm pretty high on Larkin, but it's another day. All right, man, so we both got Cowboy. I'm betting on him for sure. I know you are too, so call the next fight.
All right, next fight, we got Chris Weidman versus Yoel Soldier God Romero. Weidman because he beat Anderson Silva not once, but twice. Even broke his leg the second time on his own fucking shin just by checking the kick. That just tells you how solid Chris Weidman is. I think he's just a natural athlete. Romero, and he looks like a freak of fucking nature. I don't know if those are from the roids or if he's just got the awesome genetics. But I don't know. He got popped last time when he beat Jacare. Tainted supplements. Tainted supplements. Those fuckers were juicing. It's like I bet you they get caught for I don't know. I just think all you motherfuckers are on steroids and just kidding. But I definitely think Yoel Romero was on something for sure. And I don't know, for some reason Chris Weidman really gets motivated when he's fighting and been caught for steroids. Kind of like when he fought Vitor Belfort, how upset he was for being a steroid user. And I hope that kind of motivates Chris Weidman in this fight as well. It's really hard betting against Yoel Romero. At first I thought I think Chris Weidman has a better striking. He's a lot more technical than Yoel Romero. Yoel Romero is very explosive though. His win against Lyoto Machida was just legit. He hurt him very badly and just won't give up. But if Chris Weidman can weather the storm, I think he's going to finish him.
That's the key right there. If he can weather the storm, he's going to win this fight.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Weidman. He's got a chin. His last fight, his loss was against Rockhold, which
it was that fight IQ for Weidman. Weidman was winning that fight.
Let me finish. You can't just interrupt. I think it was a close fight, and if he had a better fight IQ and didn't throw that spinning back fist, I think it would have been better for him. Would have been a lot closer at least. But I think Chris Weidman has a good enough chin to weather the storm and finish it well. What about you?
Apologize for interrupting. I'm just excited about this card, but yeah, dude. Honestly, Romero breaks in fights, dude, and I see him breaking Romero. I mean, Romero could easily win this fight by a first-round knockout. Actually, I'm sorry. Excuse that. Not easily. I could see him winning this fight, but it's only going to be by a first-round knockout. But I see Weidman weathering the storm, and he's going to break Romero, and he's going to make him quit. Romero's quit and knocked him out before. Okay. Tim Kennedy knocked him out in the first round. That was a terrible stoppage. That should have been a first-round knockout. I don't care what anyone says. First-round knockout, Tim Kennedy. For sure. So I think he did not beat Souza. I think Souza got robbed in that fight. Souza should have won that fight. So Romero's a good fighter. I mean, he's a freak athlete. I mean, great power, great wrestling. But I don't trust the guy that's coming back, from getting popped and all that. So, it's in New York. Weidman wants his belt back. Weidman is a very good fighter, man. I mean, very good on the feet, very good wrestler. He's going to weather the storm, and he's going to break him. So I got Weidman. I don't like the line how it is, so I'm probably not going to be betting on this fight. So far, I got Michael Johnson Cowboy betting, and that's it. Maybe one more fight. We'll talk about that later, though. All right. So the next fight, we got Joanne. I can't say these girls' last names, so I'm just going to go Joanne Champion versus Carolina. This is a pretty, this is a good fight, man. I like this fight, but I'm going to be picking Joanne in this fight. I think she's been a very dominant champ. I know Claudia was, beating her last fight until she had some bad fight IQ. But I think Joanna's going to beat this girl in this fight. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a finish, but I don't know. I don't think Carolina's a girl to beat her. I mean, Carolina, she's a good fighter, but she hasn't really been a finisher in the UFC. And I know Joanna's not, a big finisher either, but I think Joanna's it's a striker versus striker matchup, and Joanna her output, her boxing is so crisp, dude, and her head kicks everything, dude. I mean, Carolina's a good fighter, but I just think Joanna's, fought the better competition. She's been the champ for a while. I don't see her losing her belt, so I think Carolina's a good fighter, but I mean, her fight Rose Namajunas was impressive. It was a close fight, so I'm gonna go with Joanne. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the champion on this one. I think she's a little bit more dynamic with her striking. Carolina is pretty good, but I feel like Joanna hits like a man. So I think she's gonna do good. And her last fight against Claudia Gadelha was very impressive. I like how she came from behind to get the win. She's been to the championship rounds. So Carolina hasn't, and I think that's a key factor in this fight. I think it's going to go pretty even throughout the first 3 rounds, and on the 4th or 5th round is when Joanna is really going to start like pulling her, like going apart. It's like picking her apart and like really making the stance, and I think that's when it's going to show that she's going to win. Around the later championship fights, just Carolina hasn't been there, and Joanna hits like a man. So there's only you can only take that for so long before you start to break. So I'm gonna go with Joanna. She's either gonna get a decision or a late finish.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Carolina's a girl to beat her.
Neither do I. I think it's someone they're just throwing there just so they can, give her another fight. But
she's a good fighter though. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Before we break down the next fight, yeah, let's never do a podcast this late again. I am like dying right now, man. I am like every fight, my eyes are closed. So I apologize for the viewers. We're doing this podcast way too late. We're never doing this again. We're always gonna do it on time. So I apologize. All right, man. We have 2 more fights. Call the next fight.
All right, next fight is a fight I'm really stoked about. I think it's going to be Tyron Woodley versus Stephen Thompson. They're going to be fighting for that. And I got Stephen Thompson with this fight. A lot of people are hating on Woodley. He's kind of ducking him, kind of wanted the money fight. People were saying he deserves. His win against Lawler was very impressive. I mean, he knocked him out quick with that right hand. And Stephen Thompson's going to be too smart for it. He doesn't fight like Robbie Lawler. He doesn't come in like that, like a zombie. You know what I mean? Trying to get hit. Stephen Thompson is you can't really see the guy. He's he just picked apart Robbie Lawler. And, yeah, I think he's going to do the same to Tyron Woodley. I don't think Tyron Woodley's going to – I think Stephen Thompson is going to keep – he's going to use his reach and keep a range. He's going to fight that long distance, come in and out, in and out, in and out. Eventually, we'll just finish Woodley. What are you?
Yeah, I want to see Wonderboy versus Larkin so bad. I mean, that fight's not going to happen for a while, but that's the fight I want to see so bad. Tyron Woodley's a one-round fighter, in my opinion. You know, he's a champ. You got to respect him, you know. Very powerful puncher, but he's a one-round fighter. He gasses hard. If he can't knock out Wonderboy in the first round, that's all she wrote for Wonderboy. So Wonderboy's Taekwondo, his movement is just, exceptional. Very good in the feet, good takedown defense. He doesn't get hit. He's lost one time, a long time ago to Matt Brown. Decision, way different fighter now. So I got Wonderboy in this fight. He's going to pick him apart. I do see a finish, though. So he's going to break Woodley. Wonderboy's going to be the champ for a while. So I got Wonderboy. Very close. Very fast breakdown on that. That's how confident I am. All right, the last fight. This is, we got my shirt right here. We got Eddie Alvarez versus Conor McGregor. So, this is a very good fight. A lot of people are on Eddie Alvarez. A lot of people are on McGregor. A lot of people are saying Eddie Alvarez is a wrestler and all this. Yeah, Eddie Alvarez is not a wrestler. So, yeah, Eddie Alvarez, has a good record. He's been around for a while. He's been, trading leather for a long time. He's a brawler. He likes to get in fights. He's a big dude. But, he has not impressed me that much in the UFC. He's 3-1. He beat Cowboy, lit up Cowboy in the first round, but then, Cowboy broke him the next 2 rounds. He goes out there and he beats Gilbert Melendez in a split decision. That was a very close fight. That Melendez won. And then he went out there and beat Pettis. Another split decision. That was kind of a boring fight. Not a good performance in my opinion, And then he catches RDA. But you're dealing with McGregor. McGregor is one of the best boxers in the UFC. His movement, just like I said about Wonderboy, his movement, he's just so relaxed out there, man. Cowboy. McGregor, man, McGregor has such a good chin. They both have good chin, but Eddie's been hurt, man. And I do see McGregor catching him in this fight early in the first round. I don't see how Eddie stays in this fight more than 1 round, to be honest. McGregor's a very powerful guy. He does have a good takedown defense. I don't think Eddie Alvarez will take him down. If he does, maybe once, and I see McGregor getting back up. But McGregor has a very good front kick. I can see him using it just like what he did against Chad Mendes. His stand-up is at the top. So I'm not a big Eddie Alvarez fan. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. He's obviously a good fighter. He's a champ. He just beat RDA. But I think McGregor has the better stand-up, and I think he has the takedown defense to not get taken down. So I'm going to go with Conor McGregor, the notorious, by a first-round KO. I think 155 is a good division for him, too. I think his cardio is going to be good. A lot of people are hating on him for that. But, yeah, I got McGregor, and a lot of people think I'm just a huge McGregor fan. But, I'm picking Ferguson against McGregor all day when they fight. So I got McGregor. What about you?
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on this fight. It's a pick'em fight, man. But I think McGregor's going to win after I've been thinking about it and watching some tape. He just hits too hard, man, and Eddie likes to brawl. Look out for him. He's a smart fighter. I watched this fight against Pettis. I also watched this fight against Melendez. And the thing that got me was this fight against Melendez because he's willing to get hurt. You know what I mean? He's willing to take a punch. That's not smart against Conor. Nope. I think that hurt him. I think if Conor hurts him, Conor will capitalize and Conor will finish. Yeah. He's going to with that left hand. Conor strikes. Conor's movement is different from anyone else. If he can hit Nate Diaz, he's going to hit Eddie Alvarez no problem. He's got those good kicks to keep the rest to keep him thinking. I just think he's got more tools in the trade. He's a way better striker, and his takedown defense has been improving dramatically. And I think he's gonna get the win. Probably gonna get the KO. That's our picks, guys.
McGregor's counter game is really good too. So, all right, guys.
Yep.
Good luck, everybody. If you have any comments, leave them below, and we'll see you next time.
Make America great again.
Let's go.